The first place to visit on day 3 is Sokcho Eye and Sokcho Beach. Both are becoming known as Sokcho's landmarks. We were able to see the sea of people and seagulls, enjoying the ocean early in the morning. Sokcho Eye is Korea's only Ferris wheel located near the beach, where you can enjoy a sky-ocean view. We heard the waiting line is quite long during the weekend, about an hour. But because we got there early, we were able to ride without waiting in line. Sokcho Eye reaches up to 65 meters, which is close to the 22nd floor of an apartment building. There's a residential building near Sokcho Eye. Maybe it feels like looking at the ocean from the top floor of that building. Although the Ferris wheel is much closer to the beach. We loved the ocean view from the sky. Seeing it from up here, it was more grand and amazing. Opposite the beach, you can also see Sorak San Mountains Ridge. Before we knew it, 15 minutes had passed like a dream. There are several public parking lots nearby, FYI. Now we move to Daepo Hangport to go to Namgyeong Makguksu for lunch. We saw a pretty and cute building. That was Namgyeong Makguksu. There were a lot of people in the restaurant. It has been featured on TV shows multiple times, and they were showing footage from the shows. By popularity as Mad Jip, most famous date show was filmed here, recently. There were various types of makguksu, on myeon warm noodles, and dumplings. We ordered gandre makguksu, perilla seeds makguksu, black sesame makguksu, and sayuk, boiled pork slices. Sayuk was served right away and was soft and tasty, without any unpleasant meat smell. Eating it with seasoned lettuce tempted us to drink. Makguksu looked delicious, and each kind tasted different even though they all used the same noodles. Gandre is a kind of herb, and gandre makguksu had a beautiful combination of soy sauce and scent of gandre. Black sesame makguksu had a deep aroma and taste of black sesame. Perilla seeds makguksu had the maximum amount of toasty and nutty flavor from the perilla seeds. We voted gandre makguksu as our favorite, but other was also good. Delicious and clean, we recommend Namgyeong Makguksu. If you park in Ji public parking lot, you can get a free parking pass from the restaurant. Next, we went to Terarosa Coffee Factory, the place that apparently made Gangneung the city of coffee. When we came to Gangneung before, it was a day trip with public transit, so we had to pass this place. It's not accessible by public transit, so that preferred to use rent car. It was one of the biggest and most aromatic coffee places I've ever been to. The Terarosa is largely divided into 3 parts of coffee shop, museum with a tour guide, and merchandise shop. There was a crazy lineup for coffee, so we quickly gave up and opted for the museum tour instead. You can request a tour guide at the merchandise shop, just ask at the front desk. You'll receive a small pencil and leaflet once the tour is booked. Tours only start on the hour. Although there were so many people at the coffee shop, we were the only ones who booked the coffee factory tour, so it was cozy and relaxing. They only allow certain areas to be photographed, so the footage doesn't show the whole tour. We were lectured about the origin story of coffee beans. And we were able to watch how Terarosa selects and roasts their coffee beans. The last step of the tour was tasting coffee from around the world. And unsurprisingly, it was delicious. We naturally purchased a few packs of ground coffee from the shop. Gangneung is home to many great people in Korean history. Among them, we visited the historic house of Ho Gyun and Ho Nanseolheon, brother and sister. This house is where they were born and raised. Their father, Ho Yop, was a great writer and his 4 siblings were also talented writers, so called the 5 great writers of Ho family. In this area, Chodong Tofu village is famous all over the Korea, and Ho Yop was founder of Chodong Sun Tofu. Chodong was the pen name of him. Ho Nanseolheon was the first female writer in Korea to publish a collection of works. Extremely talented in poetry and art, her poetry collection, Nanseolheon Jib, was even published in the Ming Dynasty of China. It was widely read not just in Joseon but also in Japan and China. Ho Gyun wrote many poems and novels expressing his free-thinking spirit. And most famously, he wrote Hongil-dong John, that every Korean knows the name Hongil-dong, who is the Korean equivalent of John Doe. Both were very gifted artists, but because Ho Nanseolheon was a woman, and Ho Gyun was considered too progressive for the time, they endured many hardships. But their innovative thinking remains in their works, and still opens our minds. We were driving around Gyeongpo Lake, but had to stop to admire the beautiful sunset. Shall we enjoy? We came to Gunammae Tofu restaurant to try Chodang tofu, must-eat food in Gangneung. We ate in Chodang Soon Tofu Village previously, so we came here for something different. It felt like being invited into a traditional Korean home and restaurant, and the place was packed. The menu had only 4 items: Soon Tofu Hot Pot, Tofu Hot Pot, Changgukjang, and Mo Tofu. With 9 neatly placed side dishes, the spicy Soon Tofu Hot Pot was served. The soup wasn't too spicy, it was rather refreshing and invigorating. Especially, the Soon tofu was soft and delicate. I can't even compare it to any grocery store tofu. The side dishes were mild, so elders and children alike can enjoy them. They open early in the morning, so it's also a popular breakfast spot. They also serve excellent Changgukjang. You gotta eat here if you're looking for a special tofu dish. You can park for free near the public parking lot. We headed to Gangneung Central Market, 1 hour before our train departure. Gangneung Central Market is famous for many legendary dishes. Squid sundae, fish cake karaoke, Gangneung jampong bread, Gangneung sand, sticky rice cake, beni dok gangjang, etc. Since there are so many delicious foods, we aimed to buy right before leaving, but most shops were closed, even though it was only 7 p.m. on the weekend. At the few places still open, there were long lineups. We were only able to get Gangneung sand and Saw Dang Injiami. Hope you guys go there earlier than we did. Now we are back at the train station. We saw that everyone had gifts and food in their hands. Gangneung, Sokcho, and Yangyang had delicious and unique foods that cannot be compared to other provinces. This trip could not be more fitting for our travel motto. Traveling is to eat, sightseeing is to digest. Thank you. See you on the next trip.